The first gymnosperms appeared around 390 million years ago. That's nearly 6 times the length of when the dinosaurs went extinct. Fossil records show they most likely evolved during the mid-Paleozoic era. Gymnosperms are an incredibly diverse collection of plants ranging from unique cycads to majestic pines. Conifers are easily the most abundant group among the gymnosperms. Remember, if you find a pine cone, the tree from which it fell from is a gymnosperm. The dominant generation for a gymnosperm life cycle is the sporophyte generation. As all land plants do, gymnosperms undergo the alternation of generations, in which they reproduce and evolve. Gymnosperms can produce male or female sporangia, either on separate plants, described as dioecious, or on the same plant, which is referred to as monoecious. Gymnosperms are heterosporous plants, meaning that they produce 2 different kinds of spores, microspores and megaspores. Microspores produce male gametophytes, while megaspores produce female gametophytes in the alternation of generations. Gymnosperms do have true leaves, stems, and roots that can help the plant survive on land. This plant contains 2 conducting tissues that are called xylem and phloem. The xylem transports water and minerals through the roots of the plant while maintaining structural support of the stem. The phloem is responsible for gathering the sugars to be created into energy for photosynthesis. The phloem and xylem have similar jobs for transporting food, but phloem gets its food from leaves and xylem gets its minerals from the soil and the environment.
Gymnosperm have seeds called naked seed because there is nothing covering the seeds. Megaspores develop into female plants that contains egg cells. Pollen grains are developed from the cones, which in turn produces microspores from the male plant. When the seeds are formed in the female structure, it makes it easy for the male pollen to fertilize. Most gymnosperm are wind-populated, meaning that the wind transports pollen to other plants. Gymnosperms and other plants rely on bees, hummingbirds, and other animals or insects to help the plant grow and make more pollen. Gymnosperm are classified as non-flowering plants, which mean they will never produce flowers. These types of plants can be found in tropical, snowy, and cold environments in which they lack flowers because they would not survive in the windy conditions. Gymnosperms do not have an enclosed ovary like some plants that do produce flowers. An example of a gymnosperm plant are comfers, cycans, and ginkgos. Another reason gymnosperms cannot produce flowers is to the nutrients deficiency, no ovary, and too much nitrogen. Studies have shown that too much nitrogen can cause a plant to produce only leaves and a stem.
Gymnosperms can be of many different sizes, but the biggest well-known is called the conifer. After this is the cycads, or also known as the gnetophytes. Their size ranges from large trees to small bushes. Since there are many different types of gymnosperms, there is a large variance of sizes. Some common gymnosperms are pines, cypresses, spruces, and firs, but the conifers are the most commonly known. Conifers are most easily identifiable by their needle-like leaves. Gymnosperms are abundant in temperate and boreal forest biomes with species that can tolerate moist or dry conditions. Gymnosperms are vascular plants of the subkingdom Embryophyta. Although they are vascular and known to have seeds, they will produce cones rather than flowers. We can also tell whether or not a cone is male or female. Another interesting fact about the reproduction process is that it can happen without the need for water.